I'm gonna do my thing. What are your before the movie?
Before thoughts.
Before thoughts.
I'm excited.
Yes.
I think James Gunn will be better than
Quantumania.
Yeah.
Look, there it is right there. We're not seeing it in IMAX. I'm sorry, but yes,
Yeah.
this movie was, I think, shot for IMAX. I don't know.
Probably.
Probably.
Those things
Yeah.
are- I have much higher expectations than I have for other Marvel movies, but
Yes. As I agree with you. As I agree.
I don't know if it will top the other two.
I
don't
think
expect it to.
I think it might
It
subvert.
might. We'll
yes.
see. We'll see.
Yes.
We'll see. Basically, I'm going into this trying to have no expectations.
Yes, that's good. That's good. That, you should. Yes, we all should. Just leave our thoughts at the door.
Exactly.
And there's a big poster right over there.
Do you have the tickets ready?
Yes, I have them in my pocket.
Yes.
Yes. I'm recording now.
Okay, cool. So,
Guardians 3. Music in the background, copyright. No, I'm just kidding.
Guardians 3 was a splendid movie.
Yes.
I cried like 3 times.
Yes,
Well,
good for you.
I almost cried like 3 times. I fully cried once.
Yes, I agree.
And I laughed a lot. And I
Yes.
thought the story was passable for what it was. It was a Guardians movie.
Yes,
It was
agree.
It was really
now,
long.
yeah, it was 2 hours and 2.5 hours.
Really
2
long.
hours and 30 minutes.
Okay.
Better than, in your opinion, better than Guardians 2. It's a mixed movie.
I don't know. Both of them have.
Yeah, I think this trilogy, what it did better than Ant-Man. Okay, I'm gonna ramble, but
okay. So let me tell you what. So Ant-Man had 2 good movies and 1 bad movie.
Well,
Guardians
has
had 3 good movies. So
I was
it's
gonna say I
already-
disagree because Ant-Man 2 was good, but yet it got sidetracked by like this rant. I don't know. I like this.
So
I like.
Ant-Man 2, I really liked
Yeah.
because it felt like an Ant-Man movie.
Yes.
It was grounded. It was local.
It was grounded.
There was no threat to the universe. It was just
For
San
sure.
Francisco.
For
It was
sure.
good.
But like Yellow Jacket was such a more compelling Ant-Man villain than like Ghost was.
I disagree.
Really?
But,
All right.
but I just thought.
But yes, the whole Guardians trilogy was really good. I
So-
did a Spider-Man watch, and I think the Tom Holland trilogy is really nice one because it's the same director, same as Guardians.
Yeah, I think they had they did a good job with the Iron Man. Iron Man
Huh?
trilogy was okay.
Iron Man? Oh yeah.
It was okay.
It got worse as it went along.
It got worse. It
yes.
was okay.
The Captain America was
America's-
okay.
Captain America
The second one, like the first one, is classic,
first
and the
one
second
was-
one gets is the most common. It's the best.
Civil War was.
It's not the best Guardian, or it's not the best Captain America, but it's
But
the yeah.
basically,
It's more of an Avengers movie, which I'm not a fan of.
Exactly. But,
That's why like Guardians is cohesive with it, which is
Exactly.
family. Like if it was a more of a Civil War was more of a Captain America movie, it'd be like, all right, this is great. You know?
But basically, I think that this was. I haven't. See, I cried during the. Or I got close to crying, and I did cry during the Spider-Man movie.
No Way Home.
No Way Home.
Spider-Man,
No Way Home.
yes.
That's the only other Marvel movie I've ever cried.
Well, same
So-
here because it had all that heart, like those.
just
It had and
worked
that
well.
ambition.
It
It
worked
had
well.
yeah.
And so I think they did a good job in this movie. Certain scenes and certain things felt like they were a little long.
Yeah.
But also I couldn't figure out any individual thing. To
Not
cut.
not like the slow motion was dragged out, but like the other
It
scenes.
just
Yeah.
felt like there was nothing really I'd want to cut.
Yeah.
But also, okay, the one thing I'll say.
Not like Lord of the
Adam
Rings, where it's like
Warlock-
that can be taken out.
Adam Warlock felt like they just put him in because they had to.
That was everybody excuses. That's what I heard.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like they had to put him in because he was
The
at
last
end
movie,
Of the,
yeah,
end
the
of
last
one,
movie.
But he didn't need to be here. He literally served zero purpose.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But he was a good character. I was fine with him. So
Yeah.
basically, the only complaint I have with this movie is that Adam Warlock could have been used better.
Yep.
But
And that's what I heard going in. So I'm like, oh, whatever. It's like it's what.
But it
But it
was-
wasn't a negative. It's not like you're saying this movie sucked because of Adam Warlock.
It didn't feel like it made the movie. It didn't feel like it made the movie bad or any worse. It
Yes.
just felt like it was unnecessary.
Yes.
So it didn't feel like anything about this movie was like. I didn't have any like that was a stupid thing. Like I have
Yes.
a lot of Marvel.
Now-
that was dumb. But
Yeah,
this
I
one
agree.
Didn't feel like that.
It didn't feel like Ant-Man, like you're just laughing,
Yeah.
just the stupid jokes.
Exactly.
The thing about not Ant-Man, but the kids plot in this,
Yeah.
like better than Love and Thunder. The whole kids thing of that.
It was.
Yes. Okay. I was wondering your thoughts
Because
on that.
The thing is, in Love and Thunder, they retcon a power of Thor, which is
No,
you
no,
don't
no.
wanna give
No, I'm
him
not
the
talking about
power.
retcon. I'm not talking about the power. I'm talking about the capturing and the whole
Oh,
plot.
yeah, I agree.
Because they're like they had kids captured in this, and I didn't know. You're like,
Yeah.
oh no, it's more of that. It's like yeah.
Because it just felt like Thor: Love and Thunder could have been a fine plot.
It could have
Could've
been.
worked, but they just
Yeah.
didn't do it well. This one, they did it pretty well.
Yeah.
And it worked well. It fit the plot. It fit. It didn't feel like it was out of the blue. It felt like oh, that's
Yeah, it was necessary
that
because
was
of the
a
whole
reasonable-
animals and the combination, the experiments.
a
Yeah.
reasonable next step.
Yes.
And then also, I like that it wasn't that splitting, which was good.
Yes.
It was nice. It
I
felt like,
I try to rewatch, or I rewatched Thor: Love and Thunder when it came on first on Disney Plus, and I'm like, it's just this. I like the music, and that's it. It's like, yeah, why do I should care? And
exactly. This movie felt like it actually. Okay, so the problem with it, the thing is, Thor: Love and Thunder felt too short, and the parts that were there were stupid.
Yeah.
And this one.
kind of you said the same
thing.
thing about Ant-Man. It felt too like the scenes it had too much. It didn't have enough like like
there was the exposition.
exposition,
Was done poorly. Well,
and it felt
had enough,
rushed.
It was done poorly.
Yeah, when it should have shown and told.
Yeah,
Guardians was way.
This one I felt like the exposition was done quite well. It never felt like any of the scenes or anything were like, because like it was almost got to the point where Gamora was going to explain the evolutionary, but then she never did. She was like,
Right.
oh, I don't even care about you guys, and then just
Right.
like it felt like.
Well, and Star Wars was like, I don't even care about. I just want.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
It felt like every part of this was shown well, and it didn't
Yes.
feel like there was anything that was forced down my throat. Like this is what it is. It was all shown well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, everything made sense. I thought, all in all, a fitting end to the trilogy. It felt like a Guardians movie.
Yes, that's what I heard, and I was excited. And certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. That's a good sign. It's not rotten like Ant-Man.
Exactly, yeah.
Quantumania.
But,
Yeah.
I think we'll see. I'm interested to see what the reviews from people. Because
Yeah,
part of the reason
I've
I
seen
like
a lot
this
of
movie,
it.
Part of the reason I like this movie so much is because Guardians of the Galaxy was the first movie that I like. First Marvel movie that I was like, this one's great. I really.
Except,
enjoyed it.
but didn't Winter Soldier come out before that?
It did, but this is the first one that I was like, this is special. There's something unique.
Yes,
about
the
this
space,
movie.
yeah.
It kind of changed the tone.
The
of
genre,
Marvel,
yeah.
Everything, and then Guardians 2 was just as good, if not. Well, sorry.
It's a little.
It was just as good. I won't say it was just different. But it was
Yeah,
just,
I agree with you. Like,
and
I had a
this
great
one-
time at
this
Guardians
one, I was
2.
like, with the track record of Marvel recently, I was worried that it wouldn't be that good.
I wasn't
Like,
worried.
they kept
I
it-
like that. I like the fact that a James Gunn movie
Well, exactly,
film plastered
exactly,
on there.
Exactly. I like that they kept it contained.
Yes.
It was a self-contained movie.
Along-
It didn't feel like Ant-Man that was trying to be something else.
Yes.
It was a self-contained movie. It was a
Mhm.
Guardian send-off, and it worked really well. And all the logic, everyone's character arcs made sense. It
Yes.
didn't feel like any of them were forced.
Nope.
It was building on stuff that they developed in the other movies. It didn't feel like there was anything that was like that's not what that character would do. It all
Yeah,
felt like
it
that
made
was
sense from the other
character.
two movies,
Exactly.
and the other movies that were in,
Exactly.
like Avengers
Exactly.
and stuff.
So
The
it
holiday
felt-
special, the retiring his dad
Exactly.
as well.
Even
Yeah.
that, exactly. It felt like
No spoilers, but I'm just surprised that the character, like James Gunn didn't do anything at the end. Like I thought there was like something that was gonna happen. I'm like, oh no, and it was like, yeah. But
yeah, I
yeah.
thought everything about the it was all
Yeah.
I guess for initial thoughts right after the movie, I think that's I've run
people
out.
are
So,
loud now.
that was, yeah.
Yeah.
I would
Rating like
recommend.
not a 10 out of 10. I mean, I don't know.
I would say emotionally 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
I felt like a Guardians movie. It felt like it reminded me of what I loved about Marvel when I was younger.
Yeah.
And so 10 out of 10 that way. As an actual movie,
Like,
probably
I-
like a 8, 7.
when I was at No Way Home, I was like 12 out of 10 because it was like so it had that
It was
hype.
perfect.
But this, I don't know like any negatives right now
Exactly.
except for Adam Warlock. Maybe it could be like a 9 out of 10 just for that one
just for
spot.
that- exactly.
Maybe a 9 out of 10.
Maybe because some of the storytelling was a little forced, there was some convenience, but
Yeah.
that's just Marvel.
I think since how Marvel has been, I think
As
this
an
deserves a
object-
9 out of 10.
In my personal objective movie grading,
Yes.
which is completely
Not watch it, not a movie lover.
I'd say like as it'd be like a 7 out of 10 movie, but because I just enjoyed it so much,
9
as
out of 10.
my emotional response and the way I would recommend it to other people who like Marvel would be like, yeah, it's a 10 out of 10. That was a good one.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
yeah. So I don't know. It was
Yes.
it was good. It was
I
good.
agree.
So recommend to your viewers, I guess.
Okay, yes. I agree with that. I'll make a review on it.
Yes.
I don't know why that's the end of that,
Yeah,
but I feel like I want to keep
Send off.
recording
I-
for my thoughts on Star Wars. I don't know why I keep. Star Wars Day was just this past weekend, and I feel like I have lots of thoughts on. No, I want to say
Okay.
about because I've texted you about Mandalorian,
Yeah.
and this season. Boba Fett and Obi-Wan Kenobi were just garbage.
Yeah.
And then, I'm like, okay, Mandalorian season 3, what can go wrong?
what can go
so many things.
So many things.
With, they had these random cameo. They had Jack Black and Lizzo.
I know.
And it was like, what is happening? And then Christopher Lloyd, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember he was gonna pop up. What is happening? And then the season ended, the last 2 episodes with Moff Gideon. And I remember someone said, why does Moff Gideon show up to the second to last episode in each season? I'm like, he did? I'm like, okay. And then like the last 2 episodes were like, this resolved nothing. Like, it's like
Exactly.
there was a
Nothing
big
happened.
battle. There was a
Nothing
big battle, and like, okay, all the episodes leading up to this were like, the fight, resolve, take back Mandalore.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, you did none of that. Like, what happened here? And it was like, okay.
So-
The ending of season 3, they're like, we're gonna make a season 4, and it was like, this was like a series finale. It feels like a series finale. It's like, why are you doing a series 4? And then the message I sent you was, we're gonna make a Mando movie. Feels like Avengers coming together. It's like, okay, this is stupid. Stupid.
Stupid.
The best thing was Star Wars Vision season 1 and 2. Highly recommend. Not even canon to the Skywalker saga at all.
Well, the Skywalker saga isn't canon at all.
Yeah, the Disney ruined it. Disney ruined
I
it.
know by the canon of the books that Disney.
The heir to the Empire book?
Well, no, the extended universe.
Yes.
The books, all the TV shows, stuff like that. That before Disney took over and decided to, we're just gonna delete those and make our own movies.
Have you seen the Clone Wars?
I've seen some of Clone
Some of
Wars,
Clone Wars.
and I've enjoyed all of the parts I've watched. I just haven't
I agree.
gotten into
Yeah,
it
always.
yet.
Yeah,
So-
that's all. The show's good. I binge watched Rebels because I hated the Bad Batch TV show. It was a spinoff of Clone Wars. I couldn't stand season 2, and then Rebels is good. Like they're making the Ahsoka series, which is like a live action version. So I'm quite excited to see how they do that because Dave Filoni had like nothing to do with season 3 Mandalorian. So I'm just like, okay, I'll watch it.
Well, that part of it was Jon Favreau. They're kind of kicking him out.
Who in Mandalorian season 3?
Yeah. Jon Favreau as well. They're like, because he was part of what made the kind of the reboot of Star Wars so good was Jon Favreau and his care for it. But now
they're like
they don't
gone.
really care about
Bye.
it. They're kicking him out.
Yeah,
So it's like,
yeah. So I'm hoping this Ahsoka series is a little bit better, and then they're making the Endor season 2. A couple things. Yeah, I'm just like, if you're trying to make a Star Wars movie or this movie, don't do like what Marvel does, please.
The problem is that, the problem is
Marvel's had a great track record, and now they're trying to copy
It feels like Star Wars was built on movies, and then they had books.
Yes.
And some TV shows and stuff, but it was mostly movies and books.
Right.
And now
a couple animated shows.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And now with
the live action.
With the insistence of having these live action shows and stuff like that were kicked off by a very good show, which was Mandalorian season 1.
Yeah.
And even Mandalorian season 2 were very good. And
they hijacked that or in Boba Fett with the whole Luke thing.
And
It's
then they
wait a
decided
minute. What?
Wait, that was successful. We're just going to make as much as we possibly can.
Yeah.
And that ends up watering down the quality of Star Wars.
Yeah.
So it feels like they're stretching themselves too much. They need to focus on limited things that are high quality instead of trying to do
kind of like Visions. Like that's high. Like that's limited story. Like each episode, even it doesn't have to be anthology. I mean, it can be because it's like, that's what it is. But I'm saying like these tiny little niche stories.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. And part of the joy of Star Wars is that not everything has to be connected.
Exactly.
You can have
Which is
stories
that
within the
itself.
universe. And that's why a lot of the books were. I haven't read any of them, but I've heard from my brother and some of that. There's a lot like the books are just. They're just extending the universe. That's why they're called the extended universe.
Exactly.
And so it's
kind of like DC, which was extended.
So what it feels like Star Wars is trying to do is be too much like Marvel, because what Marvel does is they have everything connected. That's kind of the joy of Marvel. So you're like, oh, that movie's connected to that movie because of this. But with Star Wars, it feels like they need to have more that is, this is a Star Wars movie set in the universe of Star Wars. Yeah, you have some of the context of like the Empire or something like that, but it's a separate story. That's kind of like what even Rogue One
did it, and
did
well,
well,
you haven't seen Andor,
but
but
it technically, it connected to New Hope and stuff like that. But it still was pretty much an independent story. It just connected it. But even if it wasn't connected, something like Solo, I thought the idea of Solo was good.
Yeah.
But what they
the movie cohesively did not work.
This was not a good movie. But I like the idea of taking a character like Solo and making a separate movie just of one of his escapades or something like that. Because that would be a good way to extend the universe.
It's kind of like their idea was like, let's make an Obi-Wan Kenobi thing, and then they made it into a TV show, and this guy made like a YouTuber made it into a movie. It was like this would have been way better.
Exactly. It just feels like
they should not have. Well, they had the Inquisitors from Rebels.
It's just
and then they were stupid. Exactly. I was like, what did you do, guys?
It just feels like Star Wars is trying to do Marvel, but the problem is that Star Wars and Marvel are very different things.
Yes. Now.
And you can't try to make them the same thing. And the problem with that is that even like down to the way the sets are designed and things like that, it feels like
the volume is way what they used in Quantumania. That was terrible.
Everything looks like Star Wars.
Yes.
It looks like Star Wars. It looks like Marvel.
Hey, I had the bright idea of making a Tatooine show. Let's go back to Tatooine, guys.
Yeah, it feels like
stupid.
It feels like there's no difference between the two at this point.
Yes.
I don't know. So.
Except Guardians, we love that. Disney thing, quality. I'm hoping Michael doesn't think so, but the next Lucasfilm thing I'm excited for is Indiana Jones 5. Like, if they can,
it could be good, but I have no hope based on the trailers. Yeah. But the trailers feel like they're going to do too much with that one woman.
Harrison Ford says the last movie sucked, and the script for this one is way better than last. So I don't know. I believe him.
I do believe Harrison Ford. He's pretty blunt in his interviews.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't expect it to be as terrible as it could be, but I don't think it's going to be that good still. I don't have hope for modern Hollywood mostly. Yeah.
Oh, did you hear about Modern Hollywood?
Yes.
That there's a writer's strike happening. Yeah,
I want them to strike.
I know. I know. I was like, Michael's gonna be so happy about it. It's gonna go on for months. It's gonna go on for months. You're gonna be so happy.
But I think
Good Omens got hurt by that.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Darn.
I know. It's the Cobra Kai season. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
So what I'm excited for though is solo movies like Barbie and Oppenheimer.
Yes, I'm so excited. You want to see that?
I'm excited about Barbie.
No, I am too. Though it's like the trailer was like, what is? It looks like a cross between Speed Racer and the Lego Movie.
Yeah, it just seems goofy.
It just seems goofy.
I just want to watch it for fun.
It's like it's not for like little 5 to 10-year-old girls. It's like for middle-aged, 20-year-old people.
It feels like it's made for the random people who make memes on the internet.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
I don't know who it's made for, but it looks great.
These summer movies,
and then
man.
Oppenheimer.
This was a kickoff to great summer movies.
Oppenheimer because I like Christopher Nolan's insistence on making a good standalone story that is what it is.
I agree.
Interstellar, or even
Interstellar, Tenet, Inception.
all these movies.
I hope I'm able to understand this movie.
Yeah.
We need to turn the sound up in the movie. I can't hear anything.
No, but I think this one's exciting because it's also going to be historical, so it feels like he has to be
Yes,
more
the
grounded.
trailer made it
He
feel
can't-
like it's
he can't be
real
as,
life
He can't be as eccentric as
with
he
the
normally is.
with the
So
Nazis.
he's gonna have to try to contain himself a little bit.
Maybe this Indiana Jones movie and Oppenheimer should team up because they both have Nazis in it.
But I just think that that's what I'm looking forward to this summer. I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to Oppenheimer, and looking forward to Barbie, just because I want
Me
to
and
watch
Mission Impossible.
fun movies, popcorn movies, just so I can watch them.
But you have never seen Mission Impossible, so it's,
I don't care. I've seen
I-
a few Mission Impossibles,
Yeah.
but none in cohesion, so
Yes.
I don't know any of it.
I'm just getting ready for it. Yeah,
I kind of want to watch them just because they're
Yeah.
goofy, but you know.
yeah, it's
So,
exciting. Anyway, life.
I
Yes.
think I don't know if I have any more thoughts on movies.
No.
About Marvels.
Okay.
It looks like it could be good, and the one thing that's
We talked about it last time, but yeah, go on.
Watching this new trailer, the one thing that makes me kind of interested in it is I do really like the Kamala Khan actor.
Yeah, me too. Like, the
she's
show-
fun. She looks like she's having fun doing it. She seems like a character who has fun. I just don't know if
The show was really exciting. Like it kind of deviated at one point. Like people complained about Disney, but the whole family aspect was really
It
nice.
felt nice. It was kind of
Yeah.
a goofy show. It wasn't high school, but I liked the character.
Yeah,
And so if it's getting very loud.
the motorcycles are.
I don't
The
think,
gang is here. No, I'm just.
I
Kidding.
don't think you can hear me now.
We need microphones in this garage.
That's a bad place. Exactly.
It's okay. So yes, Kamala Khan in the Marvels.
I think that I don't like. Fine.
Is that a Vespa? Is this Book of Boba Fett and the Vespa gang? What is?
That's a Harley. That's a middle-aged fat man. That's.
It's a middle-aged man. It looks like he's riding a Vespa. On the book. I'm gonna zoom in on this guy. This is a long one, man.
It sounds pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. Mike, you have you ridden your motorcycle? I've never seen you on it.
I don't do it that often. I still haven't gotten.
It's your mom's though, right?
Yeah, it's my mom.
But yes, the Marvels is.
I think that if I don't know, I just don't care about Monica Rambeau, and I don't. Care about Captain
I
Marvel.
like in WandaVision she was like, oh, I got these powers and let's do stuff with
Yeah.
Jimmy Woo. It was like if she was talking to Jimmy Woo, it'd be like, okay, this is cool. But it's like,
I don't know. I just think 2 out of 3 of the main characters in that movie, I'm not at all interested in. So
I
it's
agree.
like-
Brie Larson, like what they've done is because what they're trying to do, I think, is forget about. Hey guys, it's a sequel to Captain Marvel, and it's like, look, there's Brie Larson, and then people are like, and then they're like, no, don't focus on her. Look at Kamala Khan. It's like, oh, yeah,
But it's still like, well, no one watched.
yeah,
Kamala Khan.
yeah.
Like, I don't know.
They should have called it. I don't know.
That's
What
what
they
they
should.
called
You
the
should have just Miss Marvel too.
That's what they called it, Marvel.
I agree. Yeah.
I don't know. Or they could. I think.
I'm just excited, or not excited, ready to see what the reviews are.
Exactly.
Because if it's like Ant-Man, I won't be entirely surprised. If I'll be surprised if it's like Guardians.
Part of it also is the trailer does not show if there's a villain or not.
No, there is. It's the woman with Ronan the Accuser's staff.
Aw.
Yeah, don't be like that, please. Yeah, no, it's so stupid because it's a woman. It's like, is it the daughter? Is it I don't know. Like, why are they making that? I don't know.
I just and because it's I don't. I don't get it.
I agree with your thoughts, man. It's like.
So
The thing I'm excited for the Blade if that ever gets made.
we'll
Deadpool 3,
see.
Deadpool 3,
3, I think will be
and
good.
Thunderbolts look intriguing.
Thunderbolts looks okay.
Those 3 movies, and Marvel's is like, and then Captain America 4 is like, why?
That I
Why?
don't-
I hate the name New
I
World
like-
Order. I
yeah.
want them to change it. And it's like, is this a Hulk movie? Is it a Cat movie?
Yeah.
What is their? I don't know.
I just think.
I just hope if they fumble on the 2 Avengers movies, then at that point I
Then
will
we're just
rant.
like-
Yeah, the multiverse saga was a fail.
Yeah.
But at this point, I like Guardian. Well, it had nothing to do with multiverse,
Yeah,
but I
that's
like
part of it.
I liked
Well,
Ant-Man
that's
was
the thing.
okay.
This is what it feels like to me.
Yeah.
It feels like everything that has to do with the multiverse saga is bad, and everything that is independent is good.
Meaning Guardian.
Well, Guardians,
Loki.
well, not Loki was multiversal, and I didn't like it that much.
What?
In hindsight, I don't like it.
Whoa,
And
crazy.
then-
WandaVision.
and
Well, WandaVision was also multiverse. Yeah.
Well, okay. Basically, Spider-Man, Guardians of the Galaxy 3,
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi was okay. I just like that movie.
Me too.
As bad
The
as
martial
movie as
arts,
it was, I
yeah.
still like it. Whatever.
Yes.
And then what else was not?
Eternals
I guess
was
Ms. Marvel.
independent, but
Ms. Marvel.
Yes,
Ms.
Ms. Marvel.
And honestly, okay, that is the one thing. My one Marvel hot take is
Yeah.
I actually kind of enjoy the Eternals.
I don't know why.
Same.
I
No,
kinda
yeah, there was a
enjoyed it.
people who were like, "Oh, this movie's bad." It's like, in what way? There was great
I liked
action
it.
scenes.
It
It felt like a family.
It just felt fun. I just enjoyed watching the things. Well, I don't know. I kind of enjoyed it.
Yeah, same
I
here.
liked the actors. It was good.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know what they're gonna be back in.
I don't exactly.
That's the thing. I don't know what they're gonna be back in, but it was a great movie.
It feels
Yeah.
like there's nothing. It feels like, well, that's what I'm saying. Is I feel like I enjoyed all the movies that had nothing to do with the multiverse, and so it makes me sad because the movies like Ant-Man, like Doctor Strange, that were multiversal, I didn't like.
Yeah.
And so it's like, well, I can kind of say.
And
that-
also Thor: Love and Thunder, which wasn't
Thor: Love and
multiversal,
Thunder.
and it had so many, it had
but that
problems.
was just, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
I guess that's kind of the outlier, but like it feels
Yeah.
like, yeah, if it's multiversal.
And
I
Wakanda
don't
Forever,
like it.
that was good. That was okay.
Yeah, I feel like if it was multiversal, I didn't like it, and if it wasn't multiversal, it was hit or miss.
Yep.
And so that's not making me happy about the future of Marvel. At
I-
least of this saga.
I totally agree.
At least of this saga.
Because they can just do random things like Guardians, which is great, and
Right,
just be like,
which- exactly.
like who knows if it's gonna be
Exactly.
good or bad? Yeah.
Exactly. So that is one thing I'm happy about the Guardians. Though. It was very independent. It was
Yes.
a Guardians movie.
And I agree with your thoughts on we don't know what Barbie's gonna happen. But like Oppenheimer, that looks really good, is like just a different type of genre.
Yeah, it's
Just supposed to see a summer movie that's good, and yeah.
Yeah. So, but I think.
And Dune 2, yes.
Yeah.
We gotta check that out too. Dune 1 before we Dune Part 1
I need
before
to
we
watch
see Dune
Dune
Part 2.
1,
Yeah, if you come over to my house.
Everyone I know has said it was good. I just haven't watched it yet.
Yes.
I don't know. What was that one show that was the FBI show or whatever?
What? There's so many cop
Class,
shows.
The Class of 09. I kind of no. What was it? Was
Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
I know. But
Oh.
There was a Hulu show that I was mildly interested in. I'm like, I want to watch that.
Oh, okay. Anyway.
But
Good thoughts. We got lots of thoughts here today.
I think that's about it.
Yes.
That's about it.
That was movies. It's fun times this summer. Yeah.
Good stuff.
And loud motorcycles too. That was pretty loud.
So,